Hey guys, my name's Dan, and so if you're watching this, you've got another device that you're watching it through, or you've switched your video monitor to your integrated graphics if you've got one in your CPU, or you have a spare GPU lying around that uses a different driver than the one that you borked. In my case, I was updating to the new NVIDIA app, and it said reboot. It didn't reboot, and I waited and waited, and then rebooted the computer myself, and then it borked the video driver. So if that happened to you, there seems to be a fix for it that's pretty simple. So go to your computer management. If you don't have a shortcut to it, you can right-click on the My Computer icon and then right-click More, and it will show up under Manage. So otherwise, you would go down to Windows Accessories or Administrative Tools. Yeah, right there. So it'll show up. So you go to the Device Manager, Display Adapters, and you're probably in my case, I've got it configured to where the integrated graphics and the graphics card shows up, but you'll probably most people don't have it configured that way. So if you're using your integrated graphics in this case, and you borked your NVIDIA card graphic driver, it won't show up if you go to click here. And so what you do is this is clicked, you go up to View, and then click on Show Hidden Devices. And then it'll show the device for the video card driver that you borked. And then you would just right click on it and uninstall it, and then it'll probably ask you to remove it, and then that's it. Restart and reinstall the graphics card in the PCI Express slot, and it will load up the legacy driver, and then you can reinstall the updated driver, and you get your video card back. So I thought I'd just make this video about that because it's not too obvious what to do when you have no video coming out of your video card. So I hope this is helping anybody out with this issue. It's the reason I've got both of my devices shown is that I'm pass-throughing the video from my graphics card through my integrated graphics. And usually what you do, in my case I got an MSI motherboard, so you go into the BIOS settings or the UEFI settings, and you turn I think it's PEG and then you turn the to ING. You enable the I think it's ING. So anyway, that allows it to work, but you might find that if you hook up to your integrated graphics like I am, you won't be able to view your BIOS when you reboot your computer. In my case, that's the way it is, and so I have to move my video adapter down to the graphics card if the graphics card is installed and I want to view BIOS. So there just might be that issue you have to contend with doing it this way. But the reason that I'm doing it this way is I'm kind of testing out any kind of potential benefits. The benefit theorized in my mind is that the integrated graphics is a chip in the CPU block that is just sitting there not being used. And if by using my theory is that it's handling some of the details of the display output that the graphics card will no longer be required to calculate, freeing up room for game processing. It's the theory anyway. People have lots of things and whatnot to say about how things work. When it comes down to it, you just got to simply try it and see what happens. I don't know if there's really any benefits to it, but if at the very least it gives you another port to hook up multiple monitors. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking to deal with. And people were actually asking about whether or not using your integrated graphics slows down your CPU. In the way CPUs were made back in the day, supposedly that might be an issue, but because of the way they're made nowadays, the only limitation is going to be possibly a thermal limitation with it working, adding heat to the IHS. If you're already overclocking or don't have adequate cooling, you're already going to be thermal throttling, and if you add additional load to that block, then you might thermal limit your CPU performance even more. But that's not my case, so just trying to see what happens. Anyways, at the very least, it's another uh, port to plug a monitor into. And anyway, so hope this all kind of helped out. Kind of went off tangent there, but I did kind of go over what needs to be discussed about from the title of the video. So, any, anyways, appreciate you guys' time. Yeah, have a good one.